standing in the infield play college baseball. Okay? The people standing on the pitcher's mound play professional baseball. The people standing on the rubber play in the big leagues. Okay? So I let her know at that time in some not so nice words that I'll see you on the mound. And she kicked me out of class. She should have, because I used some bad words. So in that moment, I did not take the high road, right? So when I had the opportunity, I got back from Perth, Australia, and the chance to go to a mini camp at Petco Park for the Padres. There's about 20 of us that had the opportunity to go play the Mariners out there. Their camp was the same as our camp there in Peoria, Arizona. So we flew out there, had the opportunity to be there for about 3 days. At the end of it, one of my coaches, Coach Waller, said, I want you to walk around the field and just reflect. So reflection is huge. That's kind of where you are. So at that time, I'm 21, I'm an idiot. I'm on the field, I'm borderline crying, right? Because I'm just all this emotions coming out in a big league field. I started scooping dirt off the mound. He goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm getting present. He goes, okay. So you guys aren't old enough to know what this is, but I had a disposable camera. So I ran back into the clubhouse, got a disposable camera, gave it to one of my teammates, and he took a picture of me and Coach Waller standing on the mound. So I got that picture printed out, an 8x10 picture, and put it into a frame, and I sent it to her with some of that dirt. And I wrote my name on it, a signature, and wrote a sentence on it that says, the view from the pitcher's mound is pretty blank and sweet. That's what I said on it. And that was in 2006. And she retired in 2019. And she told everybody that story at the beginning of every single year. And that picture, yes, with a very, very inappropriate word on it, was on her desk for 13 years at school. And that was the first story she said, you can't limit someone's dreams. So when you guys get older, that's why I always ask you that to start where you guys want to be when you grow up. That's why I ask you. So I know where you want to get. So there's some guys that their ceiling is college. Some guys, they feel their ceiling is pro ball. And we want to be the ones to facilitate that for you. Okay? That's why you're in this program. That's why we believe in you. And that's what we are. So that's a lot of my story there. But now to get to this part here, which is called purpose. This is something I did not even attempt to find when I played. And now here I am at 41 years old, and I do this every single day. So if you want to understand how to motivate yourself in baseball, that's how you do it. Okay? This is a big, big part of your walk and your journey moving forward. Number one, identify the things you care about. So obviously baseball is something you care about, right? Reflect on what matters in your life. What matters? Family, school, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever it may be. Sorry, there's one girl here, that's how I said that. But at the end of the day, that's a huge part, right? What matters in your life? Recognize your strengths and talents, okay? I see it every day in this case, and it drives me nuts. If you're 5'4", 100 pounds, and you're trying to drop bombs, maybe you shouldn't, right? Maybe you should understand what your approach is. Maybe you should try to learn something new about who you are and how you can help a college program. It's about creating value, okay? You're going to hear that the rest of your life. Creating value and being different. Be something that nobody else will be. This is a big one. Be a sponge. So, I'm a peon, I'm just a guy, I'm just a dude here to help you, okay? When we get these other guys in this program to come here, I would highly recommend a couple things. Number one, get a pen, get paper. Take notes, okay? I mean that. When you get college coaches in here, and they're standing where I'm at, and Jake Shafter's taking notes, and no one else is, he's creating value. You're not, okay? You want to be different, you want a coach to notice you. Coaches do this every single week. This is normal. This is what they do. They talk to programs, they talk to kids. How do you separate yourself, okay? Now, me being in sales, if I go on a sales call, and I've never met these people before, I literally get as close as I can to their desk, and I open my notebook, and there's a whole set of notes about the company, who they are, how long they've been here, what they're about, freaking what their kids' names are. I could care less. I'll go as deep as I got to do. Whatever I got to do to make an impact for them never to forget me, that's what I'm going to do, right? That's a big one. Imagine your best possible self. Who do you want to be? You want to be a baseball player, great. That's the best possible self you can be. That's not exactly what that means, right? Who are you affecting? Who do you want to be when you grow up? Why? You want to play professional baseball? Why? For yourself or for somebody else? Okay? So when you find out a lot of these guys that play big leagues, the guys I've worked with right now, like a guy like Willie Adames, when he grew up, that guy didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. Okay? That guy's from freaking middle of nowhere, third world country, and that guy, Peck and I were looking at it, he's got contracts for $200 million right now. Okay? That's the difference. That's the guy that came to me for a hitting camp when he was hitting 211 in A-ball for the Tampa Bay Rays. That guy came to me, and I'm a nobody again, but I understand baseball swing at the professional level. So a guy like that, understanding how to hit, right? That's a key. Stuck with it. It's continuous. Found a routine, and he's a guy that's making that amount of money right now because he lives it. Manifest positivity, eliminate negativity. In this cage, high failure gauge. Why do we do high failure? Anybody know?
Coach just want to see how you handle yourself.
Yeah. The best thing, being a former scout, I scouted with the Brewers when I was out in California. I called it the 10 rule. If you were a guy in the top 10 rounds, I had to see you 10 times before I made an assessment. Okay? Because I want to see you fail. I want to see what you do when your mom brings you the wrong color Gatorade. And I know that's a crazy story. Tim Corbin at Vanderbilt tells that story. He was there to see the number 3 player in the country. And his mom brought him a red Gatorade rather than a blue Gatorade. And he threw it at her face. He packed his stuff up and left. That's the difference that you can make, okay? Positive versus negative. Who you are and what you're about. Surround yourself with those that believe in you. That's a big one. If you're around your friends, they're deadbeats. That just want to go to parties, want to drink, want to hang out, do all that stuff. Quit wasting your time. Move on, right? Be around people that care about you, okay? You got guys right here that care about you. I care about you. If you're in this program, you're in this room right now, you got a friend for life, okay? You got somebody that's going to do whatever you possibly can to help you in any way you possibly can. Number one, I'm not going to lie to you. If there's something that you need somebody to be honest, you're going to get it. It's probably going to be good, maybe bad, who knows? But you're going to get it, okay? That's part of love. That's part of the process, okay? But surround yourself with 5 people that believe in you. I learned after my career, this is called the power of 5. 5 people that believe in you is an incredibly powerful tool. Guys you can surround yourself with that are successful, that have things that you have, that you want to be, and you can learn from. And when you surround yourself with those 5 people, stop talking and take notes, okay? And when you do talk, ask questions, okay? That's a big one. All right, the last one. So after my career, after coaching, after doing some of the stuff that I've done, I realized I had that acronym wrong. I had it wrong all along, okay? The acronym that should read is for everyone who said I could, okay? And depending on what program I'm talking to, it's a big one. So who's ever seen Monsters, Inc.? What a terrible analogy, right? All right, you got the screen floor, and then it changes to the lap floor, right? That's exactly what this is, man. There's power in hate. There's power in you hating people. There's power in you being the demon, power in you being that, but there's also power in life. There's power in you surrounding yourself with people that believe in you, that tell you you can do it, okay? If you get to a position where you feel like you can't do it, go ask Mike. Go ask Ryan. Ask Pat. Ask for advice. Ask for what it's going to take for you to do it. And if it's not work, you're doing it wrong, okay? So that's a big aspect. Again, premise built on principles you can control. You can control who you surround yourself with. Power and belief is undefeated. You believe in yourself, I promise you. Baseball, you want to play professional baseball, you got to be a little delusional. You know that, right? You got to be the best player in your mind. There's no questions about it. You have to be the best player that you know in your entire life. Motivation is positive and will create a feeling of self-worth and accomplishment to those that say you can. Okay? Giving back, okay? So I got out of baseball in 2012. I actually helped start track performance with a couple guys up in Avon, okay? One's still there, one did some time in prison. That's neither here nor there. But starting that program, I got out of love with baseball. I fell out of it, okay? I wanted nothing to do with it. I pushed it away. And my son played t-ball, so that was cute. It was fun, watching kids running around. But he broke his arm and he didn't play for about 2 years. So 2020 happened during COVID, and I started working with professional guys, again, guys that are big league players that needed advice, needed help, and I started getting back into it. And the reason why is I could see the need for somebody to believe in people, okay? So now I've been here, it's 2024, it's going on 4 years back in the game. Right now, over the past 2 years, I've worked with 37 big leaguers that are currently in the big leagues right now. Some we have NDAs with, some we don't. So a few I can share names with, but God, I can tell you right now, you guys are on the right path. These guys wish they had what you have right now, okay? This program, how much Mike cares, how much Pet cares, how much Rhino cares, and everybody else board, you guys haven't made, okay? I'm just asking you to believe in us, believe in yourself, and believe in your teammates, okay? Last thing I'll leave you with is 3 things that'll ruin your career, okay? 3 things. This goes for high school, goes for college, goes for pro ball. When I say ruin, don't get mad, Kristen. It may be a transition to a new part of your life, okay? Number 1's grades. If you have bad grades, this shows a lack of character. You don't need to play baseball. You need to get your life together, okay? Number 2, drugs and alcohol. Hate to say it, the best players I ever played with didn't play past high school, okay? And when I get to college, the best players I played with in college didn't get past college because of those first 2 things, okay? Grades, drugs, and alcohol, okay? Number 3, girls, okay? I married one. So I left it in Indiana because I met her. So that's her fault, that's why I got out. But again, there's one special story I'll share with you here before we go. I know it's 7:38, I'll be quick here. I had a teammate with the Evansville Otters, good friend of mine, was a guy that struggled with drugs and alcohol. Struggled. Had a hard time with it. Had a hard time processing getting released from professional baseball and into independent ball. He actually had 417 in the Frontier League. That's freaking good, just so you guys know. That's like A-ball short season kind of like comparison. That guy had a tough off season, was a bouncer in Las Vegas. All off season, made some good cash. Went back to Chillicothe, Ohio. And this picture means something to me. This picture was taken the night after he called me, okay? That picture was taken the night after he called me. He called me at 1:30 in the morning. He had just been released, and we were in town playing the Chillicothe Paints. And he called me that night. He was hammered in the stadium, okay, watching me play. I had a great game the night before. He got the chance to watch me play, and he had a rough night. Kept drinking, got kicked out of the stadium, okay? So we go back to the hotel. I get a call at 1:30 in the morning from him, okay? I pick up the phone, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's slurring, and I hear the car. Car's freaking flying. Car's going fast, okay? He said, tell my mom and dad I love them, I'm dead. Next thing I heard is car crash, okay? He drove himself into a tree going 103 miles an hour and killed himself on the spot, okay? That guy's name is Steve Martin, and right behind that is a number 29 behind that right center field fence now, and that was the night after. That was my second to last game I ever played, okay? And that lives with me today to get back to you guys to say, if there is an opportunity for me to help you in your life, if you get an opportunity where you feel like something's wrong with you, or you don't feel healthy, you feel like there's a mental problem that you gotta work through, freaking call me, okay? If you need my information, you need somebody to help guide you through it, I've been there, I've done that, okay? You get my phone number and you call me. I will never let that happen to somebody ever again. So I have 41 years old, and that happened when I was 25. I still live with it every day. There's not a day that goes by that I can help, okay? I don't want that for you. So take the high road, do things right, listen to the people that have been there, and be better. Got it? Cool. Anybody got anything? You guys good? Any questions? Cool. Done.
Coach, thanks again. And guys, man, I don't want to say too much because I don't want you to forget about what you guys just heard. That was awesome. I gotta tell you guys something. I need this, right? I need these days. It is so good to know that the dudes that are around me are here to help the same way that I want to help. Right? The same way that we want to see everybody get forward and get better and get great. And Coach coming up here and laying his heart out for you guys and telling it all out, man, that's what it's all about. So like, thanks Coach, like, cause I need that. Like I'm over there almost in tears, you know, because like, I love your story, I love your passion, and I love what you do for these guys. Dudes, I'm telling you, take his advice. Talk to him. He's here 5 days a week. Talk to him in the cages. Ask him what's up. Coach, what do you see? How do I feel? What do you see about my attitude? What do you see about how I interact with my teammates? He'll be truthful with you, right? Because that's what you get here is the truth. It's hard to hear it sometimes, but you get the truth here. Sound good? You sure nobody's got a question for Coach? Who is the hardest pitcher you ever faced?
Justin Verlander. I saw I was in A-ball, 98, 99, 79. And 79 was 6 feet in front of home plate, and I swung and fell over. And everyone laughed at me, and then I saw 9 pitches the entire time, the entire game. I struck out 3 times. Real proud of myself. My dad was super proud.
All right, guys, have a good night. Thank you.